What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Sci-Fi Wire live stage at C2E2. How is everybody doing? You've been having a good con? Good. I like you. You can stay. So my next guest, I really shouldn't have to introduce, but Tom King has worked on obviously everything from Vision, Mr. Miracle, Sheriff of Babylon, and of course, Batman.
Heard of it.
And we have Joelle Jones, who's created Lady Killer, worked on Mockingbird, Spider-Woman, Miss Marvel, also Batman, and just announced, like less than 3 hours ago, the new Catwoman that's coming out. Welcome to the stage, Tom King and Joelle Jones, ladies and gentlemen. Round of applause. So, we had and correct me if I'm wrong, I think it was in 24 the proposal happened.
Perfect.
Tom, okay, and then it was accepted in 32.
Oh, you're such a nerd.
I'm trying.
Oh.
They're gonna drag me if I get these numbers wrong. Spell my name wrong and everything. But actually, I want to talk a little bit about like when Batman and Catwoman got engaged, because you've created a family here for him. Like, literally, Master Bruce is, getting married, and he's telling basically all the Robins and Signal. And the reactions, what was the most fun part of writing all that? And drawing it, actually.
The right answer, I should say, is like the response of it. But honestly, the most actual fun was, I have a daughter, she's 7 years old, and she loves superheroes, but she's also has that sort of, I love princess and marriage side of her. Like, yes. She's like kind of, she lives in both those worlds. She's like super pink, plus she wants to kick ass.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
No, dude, she's the best. And just sharing this journey with her, just going to the dinner table every night and having her sort of be like, well, how did he propose? I literally discussed with my daughter, because will he say, will you marry me? Will he say, will you give me the honor of marrying me? Will you please marry? Like, I discussed this with her, and she went back and forth, and she was so into it, and she wanted to know, how did she respond? So just sharing it with my daughter was honestly the most fun part of the whole thing.
Oh, that's adorable. No, it is.
Well, my son only cares about baseball, so, I was like, yes, someone.
No, because I thought he was going to say the Batburger scene or Damien's reaction. He's like, my daughter. I'm like, yes, that. Your daughter wins. I think that's adorable, though, that she was like making you tell her.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Now, this wedding, like 50 is the wedding. This is like the biggest thing. Joelle, what's it been like drawing this iconic,
It's really intimidating, obviously, to draw it.
Fandom.
I'm also on a roster with other artists leading up to it that have been incredible. And, I feel crazy lucky to be counted amongst them and to be a part of it. Like, it's been really fun, and the funnest part has been the reactions from the fans of being on board and asking so many questions. And yeah, it's been really exciting to be a part of it.
It's been awesome. And correct me if I'm wrong, are you not the first woman to ever draw consistently for a Batman series?
On the run, yeah, as far as I know, yeah.
That's pretty cool, huh?
So, yeah. Isn't that strange? We're saying in
applause.
2018, the first, but she is actually the first. And it's not this comic, it's before this. So congratulations. That's
Thank you very much.
So what are you looking forward to, or what should we be looking forward to in 50? Because all we've seen is this cover with this dress, and I'm trying to figure out how Selena matched her cowl to her dress. I'm figuring this out.
I think the thing to look forward to is the hardest thing to do on Batman. It's 80 years. He's the most written character in the history of fiction. He's been in every media. He's done everything, and to do something new with him is really hard. And I think we've moved him into a place where we can show you something you haven't seen before, which doesn't mean we're abandoning this character or talking about him in a different way. But whether or not this wedding happens, whatever happens in that 50, if it happens, it's going to be great if it does. If it happens, you're going to be able to marry Batman. You've never seen that before. If it doesn't,
wait a minute, you're saying if, like you didn't write it. You're scaring me.
Well, I'm not going to tell y'all. We're on live stream. All right, I'll tell you. We'll whisper it, okay?
Okay.
And if it doesn't happen, then you have a Batman in a place he's never been. So I think either way, what's coming up is something new, and that's hard to do in Batman, and I'm super proud of that.
I agree. And how about you? What are some of all of this? What are some of the most interesting things and fun things that you've had to draw?
Oh, I had to draw. I got to do a desert story where I got to like design costumes
Yep.
for the desert for Catwoman and Batman, and it was a blast. And they were on a horse, sword fighting. It was so exciting. Yeah.
No, I remember that. And speaking of that, that looked a lot like the dream sequence from Man of Steel. Am I wrong about that?
No.
But that some of that outfit. So did they say, okay, you have to draw this look, from the movie? Or would you
No,
have carte blanche with that?
I choked and just kind of like, I don't know, like, just do this one.
No, because you know what it was? It was the most realistic superhero outfit I've ever seen for the desert. Like normally people will like be out there like their cute capes and things, and they were like, nope, we need goggles, we need. And I was like, this is practical. This I like. I'm like Edna, no capes. So tell us about now, because we're really excited to hear what you're doing now with this new Catwoman comic, which literally just announced today. Congratulations. But you're drawing, you're writing, you're doing everything on this one, which is kind of daunting. Yeah. But tell us about what you can. Tell us about the story.
I can't say very much. But
oh, come on, you can. It's just us. It's
sure.
just us.
Yeah. I get to redesign the costume, the Catwoman costume.
Awesome.
Which I'm really excited about. I get to come up with a brand new villain.
Really? Okay, so it's not going to be one of the villains that we know of that she's had in the past.
Right. I really wanted to come up with something new. I feel like I couldn't really add much to any existing villain. Plus, I think they're all being used for other stories. So that was kind of my only option.
Right.
But I embraced it and went with it. So yeah, I'm really excited about making a new villain and a storyline around that, and just really digging in and having fun with Selena Kyle and giving her a really complicated story. Mostly, I just want to draw it. So yeah, the writing's secondary, really.
Now, is it hard? Is it sort of like this takes place after their wedding or after 50, since you won't cop to the wedding actually happening, which is still scaring me. But
is it comics? You can't cop to anything.
I know. I can dream though. Let me have something. But does it take place like at the same time? Does Catwoman, your version of Catwoman, does it start at the same time as 50 in that universe, or does it start after? Can you tell us that much?
You're gonna hate me. I can't tell you anything.
Oh my God! I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. Okay. All right. What's something else I can ask? No, but seriously, on this one, on 50, you haven't had to do everything. Is it more daunting now that you're kind of doing everything from scratch?
Yeah, I mean, it's daunting for my schedule,
yes.
for sure.
Yes.
It's a lot of work. It's a big workload. But, there is some freedom in that. I guess whenever I get stuck, I'm not really a tested writer like Tom. Like, I don't have a lot of experience. But if I get stuck, all I think about is, what do you want to draw? And then just go from there. So, if it happens to be a car chase scene, I'll jump and do that. I'll fit it into the story somehow.
Oh my God, yeah, no, there should definitely be a car chase scene.
Yeah.
Or motorcycle. Motorcycles are good.
Yeah. Her not on a motorcycle, though.
Uh-oh, I almost got an answer. Did you see that? She paused. I'm trying.
Wait, Joelle, do you script it first, then draw it, or do you just kind of draw? How do you do it?
It's a mess.
It's a mess.
And
that's how I do it too.
Yeah.
That's the start of everything, is the mess.
See, I was about to ask you, how do you work with each other? Do you, when you script, do you put really detailed things about what you want in each panel? Or, and do you hate that? You can tell me.
I don't know. I'm fairly minimalist, I feel.
Very minimalist. No,
really?
It's really awesome. It's some of my favorite scripts I've ever worked with, because it's really, he somehow knows like the strengths of each artist and writes to those strengths. And
I like this conversation.
Yeah, I bet. I'm done complimenting him though. That's it.
She's like,
oh
over.
Man, I had that
Like,
moment.
I have my own book. It's okay. Now
that's right.
It doesn't matter. No, that's great. No, because everybody does work differently. And if you are working for yourself, you can. It could be a mess because it's just you.
Yeah.
But I always ask writers that, because every writer's different. Some writers are like, no, I want to see what I asked for or what I'm envisioning on the page. And others are like yourself, very minimalist, and they want the artist to bring back stuff for you.
Well, we did a 20-page sword fight and it was just, I think every panel was just me writing sword fight, panel 1, sword fight, panel 2, sword fight, panel 3. It was really stealing money from Joelle, is what it was.
Yeah, I showed it to all my friends. I'm like, can you believe this shit?
Like, he's not giving me anything, just a sword fight.
This is Slacker. That's what it was called.
You were like,
Issue 3.
wait, when is it due?
Slacker.
Okay. Just 20 pages of sword fight, and then, yeah, no, just leave it like that. Yeah. Yeah. And you know what else was fun also in this whole reaction and the family life? I mean, like, there's a dog. We've got multiple Robins. We've got, you know, Selena that's going to be stepmom, hopefully, and the dog. I mean, how much fun was that to, like, draw, and how much fun was that to, like, you know, come up with?
Oh, I have a little rescue puppy that I really like. See, I'm one of those generations that sort of went through this war thing, and people ask me sort of advice all the time, like how to deal with the anxiety for it. Like, is it writing? And I'll just like get a dog, man. That's the thing that saves you.
Just
I
get a
swear to
dog.
God. And so yeah, so I wrote this dog Ace into the book. And it melts my heart every time it's in it. It's like my dog Roxy, but in fiction. Yeah.
So basically, Batman is like everything that you're writing now is actually coming from like your house.
Oh yeah, no, my wife reads
daughter's
my
alive.
comics. And it's like, why aren't I getting a co-writing credit? You're just doing my life in the comic book.
Basically, your dog, your daughter, Selena's dress. We're gonna find out it was completely designed. Did he give you designs for that from his daughter?
She did have input. I did 6 sketches, and apparently you took it to your daughter, right?
I did, yeah. She is much better at this than I would be. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the best moment ever.
And what is it like getting artistic direction from a 7-year-old?
It's pretty much the same as getting it from me, so I get it.
I've worked with a lot of different types of writers.
Yeah.
So basically, most of the writers at DC are 7. I'm kidding. But no, really, we are so excited. Now, 50 drops when? July
4th. So if you can remember that date for some other reason, and then nail it down.
So 4th of July, we get this wedding, and I'm rooting for this happening. And then when does Catwoman come out?
Same day.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get 2 books from from everybody basically on the stage, and we would get all the answers. And if you don't like Selena's dress, we're gonna blame Tom's daughter. 'Cause that's what we're doing.
Oh, poor Claire.
Thank you guys so much for joining us up here. Weren't they great, guys?
Yeah.
Thank you so much
y'all.
for joining us here. We really appreciate it. And if you are live tweeting or watching our stream and you're going to be on social, don't forget to use the hashtags It's a Fan Thing and hashtag C2E2. And thank you guys so, so very much. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks.
Next is Second City's Pop Culture Clash. So stay seated. There's more to come.